Folding e-bikes are very popular because they can be folded up and carried in your trunk to explore new locations. They're easily stored in small spaces, such as an apartment or an RV. And even the best ones are priced in the $1,000 to $1,500 range, so comparison-wise, they're pretty affordable. I've been blessed by the opportunity to try out several folding e-bikes over the past few years, and 3 of the latest have been challenging each other for my top pick of 2025. Hello everybody, this is Matthew Miller, otherwise known as Palm Solo, and thanks for visiting the Mobile with Matt YouTube channel. I hope that you all enjoyed this video and appreciate your consideration for subscribing or sharing my experiences with family, friends, and on your social networks. Lectric, Velotric, and Ride1Up are 3 popular e-bike brands in the US. And over the years, they've stood out to me as brands that I highly recommend to viewers. I recently tested the Lectric XP4 750, the Velotric Fold 1 Plus, and Ride1Up Portola. So if you want to see my experiences specific to any of those bikes, please check out my video review of each one. I've now had months of riding each of these bikes, particularly on my commute that mixes e-bike riding with commuter rail transportation. That commute includes a 3.5-mile bike ride to the train station, a 43-minute train ride, and then about a 1-mile ride to the office. This includes having to carry the bike on and off the train, and then 3 flights of stairs from and to the train boarding area, as well as around the office. So looking at the technical specifications for each bike, let's talk a bit about any significant differences. They're all made from 6061 aluminum alloy. They sport 750-watt rear hub motors. They fold in half. The handlebars fold down. The pedals fold up. They have fenders and lights and hydraulic disc brakes that are very reactive. It's also great to see that all 3 bikes have UL 2271 and 2849 certification, with also some IP ratings for dust and water resistance. And in today's environment, I can't really recommend an e-bike that does not have UL certification. If you live in an apartment or carry an RV, you don't want an e-bike fire. As long as you're using the charger that came with the bikes, you're not damaging the battery, it's not exposed to salt water, you should be in good shape, and that UL certification helps. Weight is also an important factor in a folding e-bike. Since you're likely to carry or lift the bike in and out of a vehicle or somewhere, apartment or something else. The lightest is the Portola at 59 pounds, and the heaviest is the Lectric XP4 750 at 71 pounds. I definitely noticed this difference while carrying the bikes up and down 3 flights of stairs at the train station. All 3 bikes have ample carrying capacity, but the Velotric Fold 1 Plus beats the other 2 by 100 pounds. So if you are a heavier rider or you plan to pack a lot on your e-bike, the Fold 1 Plus can carry up to 450 pounds in the cargo capacity. Velotric also provides the rider with sensor swap technology, so you can choose to ride in torque or cadence sensor modes. It's all up to you. The Lectric XP4 uses a custom torque sensor technology, while the Ride1Up Portola uses a custom cadence sensor experience. And as I mentioned in that review, Ride1Up did a great job with the Portola to make sure that it didn't have any kind of surge, and it really almost rides like a torque sensor bike. Talking about some of the technologies and controller differences, Velotric hits it out of the park. Many years ago, when Velotric started out, they had a fairly basic controller similar to Lectric. In 2025, they now have a 7-button controller with a large, vibrant color display and Apple Find My support. The bike has turn signal indicators and an exhaustive, full-featured smartphone application. The smartphone application gives you full control over all of your bike settings, and if that's important to you, nobody beats Velotric. They also regularly provide updates to the bike through the app to optimize that performance of the bike. Lectric itself has come a long way. It had a very basic controller and a monochrome display for years. If you check out my review, when I first got on the Lectric XP4, I thought it was a Velotric bike because it has come a long way with its controller. There's now 5 buttons on the left controller and a color display. Implements many of the same settings and features of Velotric, but in a slightly simpler approach and more approachable and accessible for people that don't want all of the technology. There is no smartphone app for the Lectric, but the controller experience is awesome. The Ride1Up Portola is a late 2023 bike, and it has a monochrome display and a basic controller, so it lets you focus on riding rather than customization. Now, the range of the bike isn't always a controlling factor on a foldable. Usually with a foldable, you're not going to take it on a 1 or 2 day kind of ride or anything crazy like that. You're trying to use it as a utility vehicle to get around the beach or the park, or maybe make your commute. With the largest capacity battery available, the XP4 offers an advertised range of up to 85 miles. And I'd have to say, Lectric does a pretty good job with that being a advertised range matching up pretty closely to the real range. The Ride1Up Portola has the smallest capacity battery, and that has also the shortest range of about 50 miles. That is a pretty true range as well in my testing. Now Velotric advertises 68 miles, but with such a wide range of operating modes, that mileage varies wildly, and you'll see people say that the battery life is terrible and others that say it's great. It really depends if you're torque sensor, cadence sensor, the trail mode, the boost mode, the eco mode. There's so many modes and options available on this that the range is hard to say, but I would say it would be between the Lectric and the Ride1Up bike. Looking at price, the Portola is a late 2023 bike and has a current price of $1,095. The XP4 750 watt model is priced at $1,299, and the Velotric Fold 1 Plus is priced at $1,499. So that's kind of a look at the various specification differences and the hardware. Now let's talk a little bit about my personal riding experiences and performance. Although I've tested all three bikes, when I get on the Ride1Up Portola, it just feels dense, compact, solid. I never felt uneasy while riding it. That light weight with that center handle also made it easy to carry up and down stairs. Given that I have to ride on the streets with cars though, I didn't like that the pedal assist was limited to 20 miles per hour, and that display controller offers a very basic riding experience. But I still really like just getting on this bike. If it had some more power to 28 miles per hour and maybe some more technology, I might choose that one. At the very other end of the spectrum, we have the Velotric Fold 1 Plus. That has everything but the kitchen sink in the controller system, and it offers a very customizable riding experience. As I mentioned about that range, it varies wildly depending on what you want to do with it, but it is a beast of a bike. It is a larger bike with a longer distance between the seat and the handlebars, so I felt more comfortable as a larger person riding that bike, and larger people will appreciate this bike with the cargo carrying capacity. However, there is no center handle, so carrying it up and down the stairs at the train station was a bit awkward. I would grab it by the rear rack or the seat, but it really needs a center handle to be able to pick it up with that balance of that battery right behind there. Lectric XP4 is likely to be one of the best-selling e-bikes of 2025. Lectric already has a record of selling the most bikes in the US, and it really is a tough bike to beat. It's pretty heavy to carry around, and I'm not a huge fan of that cushy seat, and I hate the kickstand that it came with. I actually, in my review, you can see I modified and got a new kickstand for it because the kickstand that came with it is absolutely terrible. It's way too small for a bike of this size and capacity. But if I make the Lectric XP4 my daily commuter, I'd probably consider changing out that seat for something that's a little bit smaller and lighter. But the long range, the big battery, the ample torque, and improved controller are compelling. The price range between the Portola and the Velotric is $400. So that isn't a tiny price range, and if price is a factor, then that may help you make your selection. I'm going to go ahead and throw out price as a factor in my consideration and just consider the months of riding to make my final choice. Even though I'm fascinated by mobile technology and I'm a big fan of all of the tech and everything that Velotric offers, I'm going to have to go with the Lectric XP4 as my favorite overall. It's a very powerful bike with good range and improved controller features. I just wish it was 10 pounds lighter, but there's so much to like with it, and it is priced right at $1,299. Lectric also has great support in the US and is a trusted brand, so I'm picking it as my favorite of these three foldables. Do you have a favorite between these three? And if so, which one and why? Thanks to Lectric Bikes, Velotric, and Ride1Up for the opportunity to try out each of these three bikes. You really can't go wrong with any of them, and your personal preferences and needs may differ from mine. So keep that in mind when you make your choice, and check out my videos of each one of these bikes. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share, interact with me here, and stay tuned for more coverage of e-bikes, wearables, and other mobile technology. And may the mobile force be with you.